You never seen a podcast this good for this long. Ooh, that feel good, boy. Yeah, do me real quick. Do my little jobby job. Man, you know what I'm saying? Episode 7, what more can we say? We back in the building. It's your boy, Jalen. I'm here with Radio Guy Stu, and they let me do the intro. It's like when your pops let you take the keys and ride around the corner real quick. You feel me? So we back in the building. Stu on a little bit of an injured reserve, but we still gonna make it crack off. You feel me? So start us off on the top, please. Let's go.
You know we're coming at you live from the Platinum House.
Yes, sir.
Yes, man. And you know we got to start this off with our condolences to the super tragic mass shooting, school shooting that happened in Minnesota, South Minneapolis.
Yeah.
At a Catholic school, 2 children were killed, 17 people were injured. The shooter, ultimately took his own life, self-inflicted gun wound. You know, that's tough when, you know, parents are sending their kids to school to get an education, and the school is the least safest place.
It's not until you get older you start thinking about shit like that. Like, I remember for myself, probably one of the more prominent school shootings that comes to my recent memory when I was growing up was the
Sandy Hook.
Well, even before that, though, I think it was the Aurora, Colorado with
Columbine?
the Batman shooting. Yeah, the Batman shooting.
Oh, you talking about the movie theater?
Yeah. So for me, that was like one of my early memories because that was around the time when I started going out by myself. You know what I'm saying? Going to parties, functions, And so your mind doesn't even go to that. Like, it wasn't until recently, bro. I was sitting in the movies like a couple months ago, and I was thinking to myself, like, I'm sitting back there chilling. I just finished eating. I'm relaxed, and on God, I sat there and thought to myself, like,
whole time.
I don't know why it just randomly crossed my mind. I'm like, bro, like, God forbid, if somebody walk in here, that's it. That's the end of it. And so it's surreal to think about to like what you're saying where, you know, and not like school shootings or mass shootings should be happening anywhere, but it would kind of feel contained maybe to some areas, or maybe like, you know, for lack of a better term, some signs that you could have seen that might have indicated that. But now you're talking to a place like you're talking about like schools, theaters, malls, churches, because this was a Catholic school. So you're getting 2 in 1. And so, yeah, it's scary to think about, bro. Like, you could just be going about your life at any time, and then, you know, it happens just that quickly to you. So that's super unfortunate, bro. Like, to even wake up reading some shit like that is just, it makes you sad because it's kids who can't defend themselves. Even if it was adults that couldn't defend themselves, but it's kids that are just going to school. And like you said, like, nobody's thinking of that until the moment comes, and then it just becomes the biggest story ever because, you know, like I said, it always comes out of nowhere.
Right. I mean, the shooter put out a manifesto that was like to be released on YouTube, but unfortunately the FBI caught it, took it down. But they were saying, you know, you never know what people are going through. Yeah. You know, he was trans, young, 23 years old, you know, going through a lot, you know, and unfortunately this is the way that he took that out. Right. You know what I'm saying? And now, you know, you're going to have, you know, trans people that are going to be on high alert, not feel safe, you know. So right now it's not a time for us to, like, you know, use that as rhetoric to bash another community. I appreciate you saying that for sure. It's definitely a time for us to, you know, come together and be a community. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter if you're Catholic, Christian, Muslim, Buddhist, whatever you pray to, you know, whatever your race is, you know, we're all welcome in here. We're all love here. Absolutely. And what more can we say?
No, that's a fact. Especially when, you know, like you said, what you're talking about, you know, for me, growing up and just seeing media and everything along those lines, to what you're saying, Islamophobia was crazy. Like during 9/11, it was, you know what I'm saying? For me growing up, not being able to really discern what's real, what's funny, what's fact, what's, you know what I'm saying? You just kind of get caught into this whole swell and this storm of people throwing hate in different directions towards one particular community. And to your point, because one person made a decision, it gives people kind of like an open door to just go after an entire community that they already have negative feelings towards. Right. So it's unfortunate anytime somebody uses this, the same way with politicians and whenever they use these specific opportunities to try to push agendas as far as gun control and not gun control. And I'm always of the belief of like, bro, if we're proactive and this is something that we take serious on a day-to-day basis, it doesn't take a moment like this to really heighten our awareness, but more so reflective of how can we really proceed forward and get an actual resolution.
Nah, for sure, man. We're going to spread love.
Absolutely.
Not hate.
Nah, for sure.
And what more can we say?
Man. And I already told y'all, I do my RIPs a little bit differently. So rest in peace to the people that have lost their lives, the ones that are injured. Hope you get on the road to recovery soon, man. And yeah, bro, like that gun shit is just whack. There's no two ways about it. So unfortunately, there's no way to minority report this joint, but you know, you hope that there can kind of be some way that we can get this just out of our society, bro, because this mass shooting is just out of control.
Yeah, one more time, RIP to those victims.
Absolutely,
and
for
condolences
sure.
to those families. We spreading love, not hate. And you know where else we spreading love to?
Now, this is going to be a crazy segue, so let's just go ahead and call that line there, okay? Now go ahead and transition into what you got to go into.
Man, we gonna spread love to the strippers.
Oh, man, you see what I'm trying to tell y'all? See, it could have got crazy if we just went straight there off of the shooting. So, nah, absolutely. Go ahead, kick it off for us. What you talking about?
Man, if you ever been to Atlanta,
Yeah.
there's a certain place named after a certain animal
Wow.
that's really fast.
Yeah.
And when you go there, there's a lot of beautiful ladies. And they do things. It's like the circus for grown men. and on top of it being the circus for grown men, there's a 5-star chef in the back.
Yeah, you getting titties over the scrambled eggs and all that.
Man, the lamb chop lollipops
Yeah.
are a favorite.
Yeah. Ass flakes over the meatloaf.
And it's coming to an end, ladies
Yeah.
and gentlemen. It's coming to an end. I'm so sad. I'm so sad to announce that they're going to be closing the wonderful, the glorious Cheetah Gentlemen's Club.
That is honestly a tear in my eye. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not now. I know you could speak to it more because you really be strip clubbing it.
Oh man,
Cheetah's one of the few. Cheetah's one of the. I've been to a couple spots around, but Cheetah's one of the spots that I've been to a couple times, and that was a movie. I ain't gonna lie. Like I had never been before.
Yeah.
And I was with one of my older homies who was kind of trying to put me on the game. And he was like, "Oh no, yo, you want to go get something to eat for food or for breakfast?" And I was like, "Yeah, for sure." He's like, "You ever been to Cheetah's?" I was like, "Nah." And so I just had no idea. I walk in there and I'm just like, "Wait, excuse me?" Ass shaking everywhere. I'm saying like titties all on the side of my face, bouncing back and forth. So I'm like, over the good scrambled eggs, you know what I'm saying?
Man.
French toast was thumping.
Fluffy eggs.
Yeah, talk crazy about it. You know what I'm saying? That's a nice vibe in there, bro. So I am sad to hear the Cheetah's going.
Yeah, I mean, the plan is that they're gonna knock it down and build some high-rise student houses.
Oh,
Fuck them kids. Straight up, man. Fuck them kids, man. We let them niggas go live somewhere else. We want Cheetah to stay there. You know what I'm saying? I do have a fond memory of Cheetah though.
Yeah.
One time,
Okay.
it was Labor Day weekend. And I'm not gonna say names of who I was with, but I was with like a real like prominent homie of mine.
See,
like,
we got to get to that place. Moving forward, we got to get to a place where we just start name dropping and telling Juju just like, "Hey, go blank that out." No, blank that out, but it still look good for the
I ain't gonna
effect.
put the
Yeah.
editing team through that
Go
much
ahead.
trouble.
Okay,
you know
that's
what I'm
fair,
saying?
that's
But
fair.
I was with a real prominent homie of mine. We in there vibing, having a good time. You know, we called up some more of the homies. They came in.
Yeah.
You know, we sitting down, we just eating, vibing. It's like, all right, it's getting late. You know what I'm saying? Let's call it a night. So we go out, and the valet is like right in front of the club, and they pull up my homie's car, but when they pull his car up, it kind of like blocked in another car that was parked along the gate, along the fence. Hey, yo, when I tell you, my man's hopped out the car like he was like motherfucking Ron O'Neal, nigga. This nigga hopped out like hella disrespectful, not knowing who we were and
Wait,
who
hold
was
on.
with us.
I don't mean to interrupt your story, but I'm a young nigga. Who the fuck is Ron O'Neal?
Nigga, Ron O'Neal, nigga, Superfly, nigga. Make sure you watch it,
Oh,
nigga.
excuse me, brother. My bad. I need to get acclimated.
saying?
Go ahead. Continue though. My bad.
So, you know, he doesn't know who we're with. So he's just flying off at the handle. And, you know, we got some other homies that's walking out. I was like, hey, yo, like, chill. You know what I'm saying? Like, chill.
Blowing the spot
But
up.
he's still, like, going in. Like, you could tell he from, like, New York or Philly or somewhere up north because the up
You
north.
New York niggas
the
always
up north
trying to
shit-
turn
the
it
up
up
north
more.
shit was, like, kind of crazy.
Yeah.
So, you know, shout out to my man, Skipper the Flipper, who was
Yeah,
out there
Flipper.
with us. You know what I'm saying? And he tried to, like, dissolve the situation. Man, next thing you know, homie from up top pulled out his pistol.
Oh,
nigga,
shit.
And now it's gunplay, nigga. He got 1 gun, 2 guns. Him and his homie got pistols.
This
But he
outside
don't
of
know,
Cheetah?
right in the valet, right in the front, bro.
God
Nigga,
damn.
And listen, he don't know it's y'all 2 guns against 20 guns.
And real quick too, if you don't know how Cheetah, you said the front of
The
Cheetah,
front, right
Hey,
in the
listen,
front, bro.
if y'all ain't never been to Cheetah, that's like, bro, like that's like on the main street.
It's
like
on
you
Main
really,
Street. It's
if
on-
you ready to shoot it out there, you don't
Spring
give
Street.
a fuck. You
Yeah.
don't give a single one
So
because
now
ain't no way.
now the shots is flying, bro.
Jesus
the
Christ.
the big building across the street, fucking glass gets shot out. You know, so now I'm standing like in front of the car. Mind you, my homie had the brand new 2020 Flying Spur Bentley, like the first one in the city. So, you know, he got major shit in the valet.
Yeah.
So I'm standing by the car because I'm like, yo. So once the shots start firing and I ain't got no pistol on me, it's like, all right, let me walk over here into the garage area until the shots start firing.
Yeah.
While I do that, one of the dudes that was from the other side sneaks around and jumps in my homeboy's Bentley and takes off.
Jesus
So now my homeboy is shooting at his own car because he was like, yo, I thought that was you that hopped in the car. Like, nah. He's like, that's when I started shooting at the car. So now he got his Bentley, got bullet holes in it. It's all over the news.
Atlanta niggas
You know
gonna
what I'm saying?
steal
I
a
got
car
the video.
one way or
Somebody
the other.
sent me the video like, yo, that's you. I was like, yo, I hope my job doesn't see this video.
Facts. I was about to ask what the statute of limitations was on this. You
know
telling
what
a
I'm
good
saying?
story, brother.
It was a while back. But
Okay.
ultimately, they found my homeboy's car in the junkyard. He left it there. Brand new Bentley, left it in there.
That's crazy.
And they ended up finding the dude that started the whole altercation and arrested him in Miami.
Jesus Christ.
So yeah. R.I.P. to Cheetah, man. Good times to Cheetah.
On another note, you know what I'm saying? But yeah. Now,
You know what
tell
I'm
me
saying?
this. So Cheetah's about to shut it down. I know you be a little bit more onto the scene than me. Do
I'll be
you
outside.
you got like a top 5? If I'm listening right now, right, and I'm not from the city, you got like a top 3, top 5 strip clubs in Atlanta?
Of Atlanta?
Yeah.
'Cause I can give you multiple places, but
Let's keep it central where we out here, and we'll go
okay.
more later.
Okay, so
Yeah.
you know we're gonna go to Strokers.
Start me at 3. All right, we at 3 or 5.
I'm gonna do 5. I gotta
Okay.
do 5.
All right, number 5.
I don't want to disrespect nobody.
All right, number 5. Let's go.
So we're gonna go Strokers.
Okay.
We're gonna go pinups. Pinups, they stay open all night.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I love pinups.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Onyx.
Oof.
I'm gonna go Onyx.
Okay.
For sure. I'm
You
gonna go
naming a
Onyx.
staple?
You know what I'm saying? Got to go Onyx.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna go Blue Flame. Gotta love the Flame. Bankhead, West Side, all day.
Yeah.
And then, of course, the King.
Number
the
one.
Don, you know what I'm saying? The Club of Clubs.
Yeah.
It's been around for decades. They put many young, beautiful black girls, Spanish girls, white girls through college.
Yeah, you might have
You know
seen
what
them
I'm
at
saying?
Georgia
Some-
State, GGC. You
Yeah,
feel me?
yeah.
I seen them around.
Hey, man, they might be real estate agents now.
Come on. Listen,
You know what I'm saying?
they might have DoorDashed you your food
I'm
recently if
talking
it didn't
about-
work out on that motherfucking pole, but that's another story for another time.
Hey, if it ain't work out at this club, they just weren't meant to be.
Okay.
But I'm talking about the one and only world-renowned Magic City.
Yes, sir. Come on, talk about it. Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Magic City, man. Shout out to Big Magic, Little Magic,
Absolutely.
the whole team over there, man. They like Magic's the type of place, like once you I'd say become a regular, once you become like, ingratiated in the culture of Magic
Have
City.
motion, as the kids say.
Listen,
Yeah.
they treat you like family.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's always love. It's let me they end up buying you drinks, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Telling the girls, they look, you know what I'm saying? You got to show him love. Don't treat him like, you know what I'm saying?
Niggas for sure look out over
You know
there.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Definitely look out. The kitchen, always clapping.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Magic City is
Yeah.
just a vibe. You know what I'm saying? It ain't too big, so you're not gonna like get lost in the club and
And it's not a myth too, because some people, when you hear about something so much on records and shit like that, you
Yeah.
kind of get this in your mind, like it can't be all that.
Nah.
It is all that. I ain't
all
gonna
that.
lie, it is all that.
It's
It
all
is.
that, man. Shout out to the whole team. The waitresses over there, my homegirl Coco.
Okay.
Beautiful over there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All the OGs.
Wait,
OGs
Coco is
that were-
beautiful, or you shouting out beautiful?
It's two people.
Oh, Coco and beautiful.
Coco and beautiful.
Introduce me to beautiful. What's she talking about?
She's beautiful.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Her name fits her.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I like that.
You know what I'm saying? So I just love the whole family over there at Magic City, man. And speaking of Magic City,
Mm-hmm.
shout out to JD, the whole team over there. They're doing a documentary. They released a documentary.
It's coming out on
It's a
Stars,
series,
right?
yeah. It's a series on
Yeah.
Stars. They've released, I want to say, like 2 episodes.
I think Drake is
Now,
a part of that
Drake's
too.
an
I think Drake
executive
helped produce
producer.
it. Yeah.
Of course, Drake gonna be a culture vulture
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
fucking try to hop on the
He'd
Magic
be
City
around.
wave.
Yeah. No, he'd be there.
Yeah, he'd be there,
Yeah.
but he's still a culture vulture.
Oh Jesus Christ.
You know what I'm saying? Because the only way he would probably be in the documentary is if he was an executive producer on it, instead of
Okay.
just doing it for the love like everybody else.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So you got an axe to grind, brother? You want
I
to get
do.
that off your chest?
I do.
Please.
I do. You know, we're not Aubrey friendly over here.
Oh shit. Well, okay. Speak for yourself. Half of us is not Aubrey friendly. I'm
Right.
still in the middle. I'm on the fence right now.
But yeah, so shout out to the team over there
For sure.
with JD So Def. They're doing an amazing job. I mean, the cinematography on it, the editing on it, everything about it. Even how they're telling the stories. How they're incorporating some of the old dancers, and just showing how woven into the fabric and the culture of Atlanta and hip hop and everything and sports and everything that Magic City is. You know what I'm saying? It's not just a strip club. Like it's definitely a institution.
It's like a lifestyle. Yeah, no, it's like it's really on some hangout shit. Like I know niggas who just be going over there just to kick it. Yo, I'll meet you at Magic. Let's go link up and just
it's a rite of passage.
Dead
in
ass,
Atlanta.
yeah.
It's a rite of passage.
Nah,
Like
for real.
you can't be like, oh, I'm in Atlanta and never been to Magic City. Like
yeah,
you playing yourself.
nah, that's real. Now I will say this: the docs, I've been into those too with the Magic City docs. But what I've been watching recently, have you gotten a chance to check out the Cowboys doc on Netflix?
Oh man. The
90s
Gambler.
one? Yeah. I mean, I think it's called like the Gambler in America's Team or something like that.
Gambler
You've
in
seen it?
America's Team, man.
Yeah, no. So they got that Cowboys doc on Netflix, and it's covering the '90s period of the Well, I guess kind of like late '80s when they're kind of getting right into the '90s when they end up winning. I think it was like three Super Bowls,
3 and 4 years.
Yeah. So, that doc is crazy. Now I saw some people kind of trying to compare it to Last Dance.
No, I don't think nothing could compare.
Yeah,
Last
no,
Dance,
it's not on that level, but it is damn good. Like I think, you know, for me, like I said, being a younger dude, like I think they won their last ring the year I was born in '94 or something like that. So
95.
Yeah, okay, yeah, 95. So
95.
for me, I didn't get a chance to even watch their dominance like that. Like they even put me on in the midst of the doc to how the Niners were so dominant throughout the 80s. You feel me like that? Like I'm a big Steelers fan, so I know the Steelers was spanking shit in the 70s.
Steelers and the Cowboys in the 70s.
Right, yeah, but I didn't know the 80s were so prevalent for the 49ers and then the Cowboys being the team of the 90s. So the doc is super, super dope. I'm not going to spoil nothing because it is pretty extensive. It's 8 parts. I think it's like an hour each one. And they go, like I said, they cover it from the time Jerry bought the team with oil, feel me?
Money.
All the way up until, I mean, they kind of even get up into modern day where they're kind of talking about them still struggling with playoffs and kind of trying to, you know, figure a way to get back to that 90s era as far as the winning goes. So I highly recommend that. If you get a chance, check that out if you're in your sports bag. I know football's coming back up.
Yes, sir.
So that Cowboys doc is going to be the business. But speaking of football, brother.
Where you going with it?
Look, man, I'm not going to be too long-winded here, okay?
Okay.
Football's coming up. I just want to get into my preview bag real quick.
Okay.
Now, I want to do a 10,000-foot view real because I don't want to go into regular season. First, I want to talk about, did you see Shador?
I seen Shador.
Okay,
I seen
at the time
2 games he played in.
Right. So at the time we're recording this now, he's now QB3.
QB3.
Behind Gabriel and Flacco. But I know that there was a lot of controversy going on in the preseason, particularly that last game, because people felt like he might have been getting the short end of the stick.
Oh, for sure.
Play calling wasn't right. So how did you see things there? Kind of, what'd you kind of see from his preseason and kind of how he's being treated now in the depth chart?
I mean, is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You've seen it. You see when he's given the resources and the tools and the players around him to perform, he's going to perform. And when he's not, he's not.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, but that's with any rookie quarterback, any quarterback coming into the league. You know what I'm saying? It's about, you know, how you protect your quarterback, first off, you know, the scheme, you know, and then the players that he has around him. If you got guys that aren't, you know, they're not paying attention to detail, they're not running their routes right, they're not doing the things that they're supposed to do right, you know, you're going to get sloppy play. And that's what they got. You know, I would have loved to see him being able to finish out that game.
Yeah, the 2-minute drive and everything people were talking
you know,
about.
It was like 2 minutes left. You know, I understand they wanted to get Huntley in the game, but
even though they cut the nigga the next day, so I kind of don't get it. But I hear what you mean. Yeah,
but they could have gave. I feel like they could have gave Shador that opportunity to, like, you know what I'm saying, just boost morale, just boost confidence.
Yeah,
you know, going into the season, because this is the NFL. You never know. You're one play away. Coach always tell you.
No, that's real.
You're one play away from having to get in there, you know, and it's an opportunity where he can change the whole trajectory of a franchise who has been abysmal for the past 50 years since Jim Brown left.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The Cleveland Browns ain't been shit. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, he has a lot on his shoulders if he's able to do that in a city that will welcome him with open arms. And they're showing him love. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, they're like, Cleveland is normally hard.
And he's doing his
players,
part too. He's big in the community
he's
too.
Doing
So
his
I
thing
like
in
that.
the community. So, you know, they're embracing him in the way that he should be embraced. I just think that, you know, sometimes people outside of the locker room and the media and stuff, they get a hold of things and they have their narratives and what they're trying to project. But, you know, we team Shador over here.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? We definitely team Shador over here. We hope that, you know, he gets the opportunity to really show what he's capable of, the talent that he really has, because him slipping to the 5th round of the draft was like,
that was crazy.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But, you know, at the same time, you know what I'm saying, sometimes you got to turn shit to gold. You know what I'm saying?
Sugar to shit. Shit to sugar. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Chicken
So,
salad out of chicken
you know,
shit. All the extra shit.
right. So hopefully Kevin Stefanski and them could get my boy right and he get an opportunity. Or if not, he gets to go somewhere where, you know what I'm saying, he'll be in the right system, in the right place to where he could flourish and really show his talents.
Yeah, no, for sure. That was a very diplomatic answer, bro. The analysis was nice. Now, for myself, it's kind of like, fuck the Browns, okay? You feel me? It's big fuck the Browns. I'm a Steelers fan. They in the same division, so it's always fuck them niggas. I will say this, though, if I'm on some real shit, the Browns are not a threat to the Steelers in the grand scheme of things. And I like Shador a lot too. So them being in that same vein doesn't really bother me. I felt like he got kind of done a little bit dirty when you're talking about him not getting the opportunities towards the end of the game. But at the same point in time, I do think it's a situation where, bro, he does have a lot of growth and development that he needs to do. I think that he still has some processing that he needs help with. He wasn't behind the right offensive line. I'll give you credit for that. But I also think it's a situation where you got to do the work yourself. And so even if the line might not have been blocking the way you wanted to, or you didn't have the number one receiver out there, my nigga, you were still 3 for 6 and 14 yards. So it's a 50-50 thing to me where you gotta do your work, and you also got to kind of have the coaches help you a little bit. But when I was watching that game, I just didn't feel like I was watching somebody who looked comfortable and felt comfortable with what they were doing down there.
Yeah, I mean, he did have a drop. He did hit that running back on that crossing pattern.
Yeah,
he should have caught that. But also, when you're in that situation, sometimes, you know what I'm saying, you try to do more than what the situation calls for to show, that I really got it and that I could really take this team to the next level. Yeah. And sometimes that just doesn't work. It's not your day and it don't work in your favor. There's a famous movie, Any Given Sunday. You know what I'm saying? So any given Sunday, you never know. So, he has a big heart and a big chip on his shoulder to where he wants to go out there and do great things. He wants to perform. But sometimes, you just got to throw the ball away and not take a sack.
He just got to look, to me, the biggest thing is don't let this preseason write the narrative of your whole career.
Right.
So the biggest thing for him is going to be, because like I said, the Browns are trash. So there will be a point in time in a couple weeks into the season when the wheels will fall off Flacco. Gabriel's probably not going to be the franchise quarterback. So Shador will get his opportunity to go out there. Right. I think the biggest thing for him is just staying ready and being prepared to prove people wrong when you do get the chance to play with the starting caliber. Because I heard that being a big thing about, he's playing with the 3s and 4s and, niggas who might be door dashing and da-da-da-da. I get that. That's facts. So hopefully, like I said, he gets the development and the time that he needs, and then he can kind of push forward so that the next time we see him, I'm guessing like week 11, 13, 12, 13, or whatever the case is, he'll be ready to go, and then he can actually put his best foot forward. But forget the Browns for 2 seconds, because let's do a general thing real quick.
Okay.
I'm going to keep it brief here. Steelers, this is my team right now. Mm-hmm. I got us winning a quick 10 games and a playoff game. Now, I know some people want to sit here and bust their balls because they got Aaron Rodgers and they might have made this move and that move and they're not going to go anywhere, and this is the first year that they end up falling off the cliff. I don't want to hear none of that shit. I know what I'm talking about, and this is going to be a year to me where the offensive line should be better. Your running game should be a little bit more improved. Your wide receivers probably aren't where you need them to be because you still don't have no real wide receiver too. I like Calvin Austin and Roman Wilson, but they ain't the greatest thing since sliced bread. You got to upgrade the position eventually. So I think it's a case where the defense does what they need to do. Rodgers don't turn the ball over. You go out there, you win your 10 to 11 games, and then I think that you hopefully get that first playoff win. And after that, it's anybody's game once you jump into the divisional round.
Yeah, I like the Steelers. I love Coach Mike Tomlin. I feel like Coach Tomlin can coach me and you to the playoffs.
No, that's real. That's real. He can get niggas to run through walls for real.
So, one time for the Steelers, the whole steel curtain.
Yeah, and while we here real quick, just so everybody know, I ain't playing with kid gloves. The Jets about to get their ass spanked week 1. Let's make that very clear. I know this is Mr. New York over here. Jets week 1, it's over. It's a L. Count on the Steelers to go ahead and spank that ass. Now go ahead and say what you was about to say.
Put some money up and we'll talk.
How much we bet? Hold on a second. Hold on. We'll be back before the season starts, so we'll get a little friendly wager in real quick. Let me give y'all my little picks. You feel me? I might make a little bread on Sundays if you rock with your boys. So NFL season's coming up, and for sure, once it actually gets underway, we'll for sure do like a week 1 recap, week 2 recap. So y'all stay tuned in, man, for sports for sure. I'm big football over here, so it's gonna be a good season.
Early Super Bowl prediction. Who you got?
Oh shit.
Who you got going and who you got winning?
Give me the Bills to finally get over the hump and go to a Super Bowl this year. And give me out the NFC. Can I say the Eagles to repeat?
Yeah, I
Or
wouldn't
am
be
I
mad.
cheating?
I wouldn't be mad.
Give me Bills, Eagles this year. And then I think whoever I got winning that one, I put at give me the Bills to finally get that first.
Oh,
Have
shit.
they never won a
They've
Super Bowl
never won a
before?
Super
Yeah.
Bowl.
Give me the Bills to win that first Super Bowl. I was watching that Cowboys doc, getting inspired, watching them lose all over the 90s. I'm like, come on, man. They got to get one. And they got a good team.
They went to 4 back to back.
That's tough. And lost all of them. Yeah, that's tough.
For my prediction, I think I'm gonna take the Ravens.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go with the stretch here. I'm gonna say the Ravens against the Rams.
You think Lamar actually get over the hump this year?
Yeah, I think Lamar ain't got no choice but to get over the hump this year.
Yeah.
He got his bag. He got everything that he needs. They done surrounded him. He's been in the same system. Him and Harbaugh have been together for long enough.
Yeah.
To where it's like, okay, now is your time. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't do it now,
When?
all the MVPs, all that shit don't mean nothing. It matter what you do in January and what you do the second week of February, my boy. If you if you on vacation come February,
Yeah.
that's not gonna be good for your
It's
legacy,
cooked.
bro. Especially after you winning multiple MVPs, showing the great talent that you got, bro. You got to get over the hump and get you one. And I think the Rams are gonna be a sneaky team. I also think either Lions or the Commanders.
Wait, you said the Rams?
I said the Rams.
You
Matthew
know,
Stafford,
he was
Devontae Adams.
he was in a hyperbolic chamber trying to just get right to be up for week one.
If
And
he
you
can
think
stay healthy, if Matthew Stafford can stay healthy,
big
I
if.
think they can surprise some people.
Okay.
This year, if not the Rams, then either I'll say the Lions, because the Lions are definitely due for some playoff success, especially after last year.
Yeah, I think the only thing with the Lions to me is that with them changing coordinators, right? Offensive coordinator gone, defensive
right.
coordinator gone. So I do think it's going to be a big transition period. That's just why I kind of feel safe leaning back on the Eagles pick, because it's like, I don't think they have lost a couple pieces, but I think that they've done such a good job drafting that the guys they lost, they could easily replace back.
Yeah, but with the Lions, you got to remember that going down the stretch, they were decimated by injuries.
Yeah.
Everybody was hurt. They was calling dudes from the parking lot to plug in and play right
just
guard
to run
and
a couple
tackle
routes.
and edge rusher. You know what I'm saying? So now that they got those guys back healthy, I think the Lions are going to be a good team this year as well.
Yeah, the NFC is going to be kind of, even with the NFC North, the Vikings, you don't know what J.J. McCarthy's going to look like.
Ass.
Michael Penix with the Falcons this year, you don't know what he's going to look. Oh, so you just writing niggas off the
I'm
top.
writing them off rip.
Oh, shit. We're going to come back and revisit this. We're
Yeah,
going
we
to
got to. It's going to be an interesting NFL season, though,
now,
for sure.
Now, let me ask you this. It's kind of spinning off the NFL. Do you be playing games at all? You on the five?
I play 2 games.
Okay.
I play Madden,
Right.
and I play college football, NCAA.
Now, you saying this, but I done asked all the niggas in the platinum chat, and I'm looking at y'all on the camera. I've been asking niggas for the smoke on Madden for weeks now.
I see it in the chat.
I've been asking for weeks now, and don't know. Everybody's phone start getting the funky connection when the niggas start asking for the PSN. But it's cool. But yeah, now I want to talk about Madden and NCAA right now. I'm glad you said that. It's an interesting state right now for video games, I feel like, right? So first off, I'm 30. So I feel like for myself, I get just like a little bit of a tiny violin on my shoulder, because it's like, damn, I feel like I'm almost kind of growing out of just even from a life perspective of being able to just sit around all day and just play the game. Right.
Nah.
So you just kind of get phased out of it, and you start to get a little bit more focused on, okay,
Life.
well, yeah, right, life.
Bills.
And then even the time that I'm able to kind of chill or whatever, it's like, do I really want to jump on the game right now?
Right.
And shit, I ain't trying to complain, but they charging niggas $70 for a game these days.
For sure.
Controllers be $100, headsets be close to $100, so you paying almost $300 just to turn your shit on before you even play a game. And that don't even include the battle passes and the online service, and you got to pay for this and that. But all that aside, it's an interesting space to me right now, because I kind of feel like outside of maybe my own personal outgrowth of those games, I just feel like it's kind of been just a quiet period of time for the sports games in general. And I kind of feel like video games, maybe I'm just looking through one lens, but like, especially for the PS5, it didn't feel like this life cycle really had anything popping for the games this year. And it feel like the sports games that we rely on ain't really bringing it the way they need to. Although I'm a big Madden guy, I just feel like the general reception isn't where it needs to be for this shit anymore.
Yeah, for this year, I think it's kind of slow, but I'm still excited for it. I'm still gonna cop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just feel like, me being '80s baby, and I grew up with the regular Nintendo and Atari and all of that stuff. Like,
Now I'm trying to make you sound too old. You wasn't on Tecmo Bowl and shit,
I was
were
definitely
you?
on Tecmo
Oh
Bowl
shit!
with the
Okay,
Raiders,
okay.
with the LA Raiders.
You
with
was on
Bo
the first
Jackson,
the Tetra, all the little
Man.
ping pong shit back.
all of it, all of it, bro.
Okay, yeah.
The Duck Hunt. I was playing all of it, bro.
Shout out to my pops and Duck Hunt. You feel me?
You know what I'm saying? But you know, for me, it's always interesting to see like how far video games have come.
Yeah.
So it's always I don't care. Y'all may get bored with it, but every time I see something every year, it's almost like, damn, like I remember when we didn't have that shit as kids.
The
you know what I'm
graphics is
saying?
nuts.
And it looks so much more realistic every year that it's like, yo, like I ain't gonna miss this year. I need to get it because I couldn't do a spin move like that when I was
Nah,
when
for
I
real,
was
nah.
in the 8 years old.
I will say this Madden, like I said, I do be Madden standing a little bit, but I do think that the one that just came out 26, I do think it's a good game. I like NCAA a little bit, but
I
they
think
got
Madden better than NCAA though.
I like, yeah. Now I'm trying to go too crazy because we got other shit to get to, but NCAA be pissing me off with some of the cheesy shit.
Yeah.
I don't like that just because I got one team. Well, like for example, if I got like if you got like an Oklahoma or one of these top schools in the nation, the speed disparity between you and
It's
I can't
true.
chase a nigga down. I can't get a tackle
It's
or
true
sack.
though.
But bro,
You can't
every
be playing.
play.
You can't be playing against the SEC with somebody from the Sun Belt and think that, you know what I'm saying.
But does my mind work, my nigga? I'm scheming this shit up, and it's like they make the difference so vast in athleticism. I'm like, I need to start checking some shit out here because
That's what it is.
yeah, no. Now I will say to your point, I've watched a little bit more on Saturdays. I'm not a big college football guy. I have become a little bit more recently, but I do know that to your point, you will get in such a habit on these games and saying, man, I'm turning this shit off. This shit fake. And then you look on Saturdays and you're like, well, hold on a second.
Yeah, Oklahoma's up by 70.
Right, yeah. And somebody just caught a pass off of 3 tips. And so, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So it kind of gets like that a little bit. So I'll be interested to see, especially with 2K getting ready to come out here in these next couple weeks. And I think that they've been doing the typical shit where they tease, well, this is the never before seen, and we changed this mechanic and that mechanic. And so I always just look at this kind of space, especially with, like I said, the PS5 coming to the end of its life cycle. It felt like it hasn't been as prevalent for the games. And so the sports games have really been the ones that have caught my eye.
You know why?
What's up?
Because everybody's waiting for that one release.
What is?
GTA.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, that's gonna spank shit.
That's gonna be the game that's gonna like set the equilibrium back to the gaming world, and everybody's gonna be on there.
Yeah.
Julian's gonna be on there streaming, beating his meat, playing the game all night.
Yo, what is this guy talking about? Yo, this nigga is crazy. Now, what I do think is gonna be crazy is we are in a space with this GTA shit to me where it's like, I'm trying to think. I don't think streaming, if it was around, it wasn't nearly where it is now. So I think that's gonna be an interesting thing too, to see the different people that are now getting involved in the game. I felt like back in the day, it just used to be like strictly, you're playing online with your homies or you're doing story mode, but now you getting like modded servers and, PC players with the role playing on different GTA servers and stuff like that. So the game has become bigger than what it originally was intended for, or even how it was designed. And so I do think it's going to be interesting to see how the content creators maybe change the way that GTA is kind of perceived, or maybe the way that it's kind of like shown to us.
For sure. And, we done talked about sports. We done talked about video games.
Yeah.
We got to talk about some music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? With the music, man. Don't stop. What Jay-Z say, don't stop the music.
Yeah,
Don't stop the music.
I think since the last time we've been in here, Metro dropped his project.
Hey, man, shout out to Futuristic.
Yeah,
Summer.
hey, look, we was in here talking about how twerkathons was going crazy, and then he give us that, and it was a gift from God. I couldn't believe it.
Sure.
Bro, he took us straight back to the 2010 sound. That was super fire. I like everything that he had going on with that, from the beats to I like the whole the black boy, white boy swag. You really had to be there for it with the polos and
Travis
the Sperry's.
Porter era.
Come on now.
Yeah.
What's his name was showing out crazy on that bitch too though. Young Dro was doing his thing on that.
When does he not?
He was doing his thing.
Nigga, Dro's easily one of the top 5 best rappers in Atlanta.
Yeah, nah.
Top 5 lyricists in Atlanta.
You said what?
Period. He's easily one of the top 5 lyricists in Atlanta.
Okay. I fuck with Dro.
Easily. But you know who was able to get their flowers and who was able really to shine on that thing?
What's up?
That boy J Money, first name, last name.
Yeah. J Money, man.
J Money.
J Money a legend, bro. Shout out J Money. That's what, and shout out Dro too. they was really doing their thing. I think Roscoe Dash was on there
Roscoe
too.
was
So
on there, Quavo.
Walker was on there, I think, at
Walker,
one point too. So
everybody.
Nah, he did his thing with that, bro. Like I think my song, because I remember we gotta try to do a song off there. That What the Fuck Going with Dro on there. That just give me that feeling back. Like I said, bro, I got the rosary on, I got the silly bands on my wrist, the G-Shock. Come on now, like it's taking me right back to that time. Have you heard the Offset album?
Offset went crazy. I
Hey,
was
shout
pleasantly
out to
surprised
Offset,
by
bro.
Offset.
Nah, for real.
That boy said, "Hey, look, y'all ain't finna goddamn kill me."
Yeah,
in the
do I look
comments.
like I'm left off Bad and Bougie? You feel
Hell
type
nah.
shit?
Hell
Yeah,
nah.
now listen. My expectations for this project weren't very high because already I'm the type of nigga, for me, and I don't know about everybody else, I get listeners fatigue just looking at track lists sometimes. So when I see that he got 18 songs on there, already I'm feeling like, man,
Your ADHD
it's a
is
chore.
kicking in.
It's just a chore because, well, it is not even the ADHD thing to me, bro, but like I feel like there's nobody that I've listened to thus far that has had 18 songs worth of something to say that's variety, though.
Right.
And actually has different messaging, different vibes, different cadence. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's the thing. It kind of, especially for the trap artists, they do all of these 18, 20 song albums, and sometimes it can feel like, I'm like, damn, we on a 3, 4, 5 song run of it just sounding the same thing, and I'm just getting hypnotized by the same sound. So that's kind of what I get worried about a little bit. But this, I felt like he did his thing, bro. Like, especially on the melodic side, that's what stuck out to me the most. Was I expect him to rap, but I think his ability to do some of the more melodic sounding songs, like he kind of doing like a little bit of like that, I won't say Gunna per se, but kind of like a vibe similar too. And so I like everything he got going on in the project. I think my favorite ones off that joint right now is like Back in That Mode. Lucci spanked that verse.
Lucci, shout out to Lucci.
Yeah, shout out to Lucci, which interesting. We ain't gonna go to street politics, but the fact that Offset, to my knowledge, was cool with Thug and now got a record with Lucci.
Hey, business is business.
Hey,
man,
man, I put my head, like, I don't know.
Business is business.
I'm a square. I don't know. But that record is hard, and then that Set It Off record too.
Yeah, for sure.
It's hard as fuck off that shit. So shout out to Offset, bro. That album is tough. I ain't gonna say it's one of my best albums out, or sorry, one of my top albums out this year, but it is one of my favorite albums to listen to. Kind of like that Primo Rice, where you could just play it and just let it go. And it is a good party album.
You know, I'm going to throw it back. You know, I'm an old head, so I got to throw it back one time.
Okay.
Man, shout out to that boy, Tony Starks.
Oh, yeah.
Ghostface Killer. Supreme Clientele 2.
Yeah.
He gave what needed to be gave on that album. And I was like, yo, Ghostface is dropping right after Raekwon dropped. Like,
and Slick Rick dropped a month before that. Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, what's going on? This golden age of hip hop
Something
is
in the
like,
water.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They having a resurgence right now, and I'm loving it. You know what I'm saying? That Iron Man track was super hard. You know what I'm saying? He had Redman kick off the album. You know what I'm saying? So it just gave me 95, 96. You know, me in junior high school, middle school. You know what I'm saying? Walking to school with a Walkman with my headphones on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It just gave me all those vibes again. You know what I'm saying? And for artists like that to like still be in the game and still put out quality music, bro, that just shows you how far hip hop has come. And you know, for my younger artists, it shows you where you can take it. You don't have to just, you know, drop now and never make music again. You can continuously make music and your audience will grow with you and they'll still be looking for you 10, 15, 20, 30 years down the line.
Telling you, it's the most beautiful thing. The fact that like now we get to watch our own hip hop acts be 50, 60 and tour and still do that shit. Yeah. And I ain't got to be subjected to watching the Eagles spank out State Farm Arena at age 100. You feel me? All the way down the road and they selling that joint out. No hate to them niggas, but I love hip hop so much that it always bothered me that we could never get that evolution. And it kind of felt like a little bit of ageism, I guess, for lack of a better term, where it was like, damn, niggas, it ain't like these niggas is not nice rapping anymore. They just might not be making, you know, music for the 20-year-olds of their generation or their demographic. But to your point, I think if anybody's super into hip hop, that Ghostface album is hard, bro. Like that album is super hard. And shout out to Nas and all of the whole Mass Appeal team. Yeah, because they're the ones that are actually putting together this whole series this summer. So they put together I think it's 7 albums coming out this year. They did the Slick Rick, Raekwon, Ghost is now. Mobb Deep is gonna be dropping.
Yeah.
De La Soul's gonna be coming out with one. So it's interesting, and I think it's super dope that at the pretty much I think since like June we've really been seeing hip hop have a huge swell up, and so that's been super dope, bro. I've appreciated that. Now, not to go too crazy, because I'm gonna end it here. This is actually perfect.
Okay.
I'm gonna end it here, and I'm gonna wrap this shit up right here. Did you listen to the JID album?
I didn't.
Okay.
But that's one album that's like I feel like I have to go back and listen to because Jid be spitting his ass off.
Yeah.
But I want to give it the proper ears. I want to give it the, you know what I'm saying? I want to sit down and be able to digest it the right way.
You want to know what? Because you said that, I'm gonna table that. We'll review the JID project next episode or the episode after. We'll do the JID once you get a chance to listen to it.
Okay.
We're not gonna get into that right
do my
now.
homework.
Because I was about to go crazy. I'm gonna chill.
All right.
Because I want it to be a balanced conversation.
Don't spoil it for me, bro.
Yeah,
don't
and I'm not gonna say nothing.
All right.
But yeah. All right, we're gonna get there. Now, let me wrap this up here because we was doing our Emmy nominations last time. I just want to make this real quick. For all my niggas out there watching TV, movies, all that, Alien Earth. Hulu FX. If you're familiar with the Alien series, the Romulus movie that dropped like a year and a half ago, 2 years ago was crazy. I watched the whole Alien series. That movie is, or not, sorry, not movie. That show is fire. I think we're like 4 or 5 episodes deep right now. So if you get a chance, comes out on Tuesdays. Sci-fi, thriller-esque. It's one of them shows. I'll check that out if you get a chance.
Okay.
And then if you don't feel in that, Peacemaker season 2 is back. You feel me? If you in that DC Marvel space, I already told you I wasn't really fucking with Superman, but Peacemaker season 1 was that shit. And Peacemaker season 2 is getting off to a good start so far. So you get a chance, check that out. And then last but not least, movies. I saw Weapons. Did you see Weapons?
Nah, I haven't seen Weapons yet.
Oh,
I want to see it though with Denzel.
No, that's Highest to Lowest.
Oh, Highest to Lowest. Highest to Lowest with Denzel.
Which I got something for that too.
I want to see that.
Highest to Lowest. Wasn't really feeling that. Thanks for saying that. Wasn't really feeling that movie. Shout out to Spike Lee. I think it'll do a little bit better on streaming. It wasn't really the theatrical experience for me, but Jeffrey Wright, Denzel did their thing. Spike Lee did his thing directing. A$AP Rocky was pretty good, all things considered. And then Weapons. If you haven't seen Weapons, I ain't gonna go crazy on spoilers. Top 3 movie this year so far. Check that shit out. Not crazy scary, good thriller. I like the kind of the storytelling aspects of things. The cinematography is dope. So yeah, that's 2 thumbs up with your boy. You feel me? I need like a movie series or something like that. I gotta start putting y'all really on game. But that's what I got for the TV movie space, and that's about it. You feel me? Don't even say another word.
I ain't gonna say nothing else. I'm gonna let you.
I'm gonna wrap this up, brother. Man, this is cool. I like doing shit like this. So you feel me? Episode 7 in the can here. I'm Jalen. This your boy Radio Guy Stu. If you can, like, subscribe, comment on the YouTube. Give us the 5 stars on podcasts, on Apple Podcasts, Spotify. It costs nothing. You know what I'm saying? Show some support to your boys. You feel me? It's only episode 7, and we only going up from here brick by brick. So you feel me? I appreciate y'all boys for tuning in. What more can we say? And that's it. You feel me? Yeah.
There it is.